Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
One time I woke up with a black bear like 20 feet away.
It's like a medicine box that you opened, but there's a whole bunch of smoke in it.
Oh, I can't even smell it. Oh my gosh.
Hi, I'm A,
And I'm Jay.
and welcome to the Whiskey Lounge.
Today we're talking about Peat. Not your friend Pete, although we hope he's here too, but we're talking about peated whiskey. And today we're jumping in with no other than Lagavulin 8. So, A, what do you think about Lagavulin?
Well, I like Lagavulin. For the longest time, Ardbeg was my favorite peated Scotch, but I think Lagavulin would be a very close second. It's one of your favorites, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Lagavulin's kind of a classic for me. I mean, if you go back to like even, I love Parks and Rec, and Ron Swanson's always got Lagavulin 16, which in my opinion is like a quintessential peated Scotch. Phenomenal. And so of course I loved it. I thought it was great right off the bat. The 8-year-old is something special because the 16 can be fairly pricey sometimes. It can get up to like 90, $100, although it's coming down. I've seen it around 80 now, which is awesome. But the 8 is only 55. And you might think half the age, half the flavor, but that's not exactly the case with this because they bump up the ABV. This one's at 48 instead of 43. And it's also like a slightly different cask makeup. So it's a lot more punchy. And I'm actually excited to get into it because it is definitely, although it might be the younger brother, it does not mean it's the weaker younger brother. So
All right.
I say we just dive right in.
Let's go for it.
Wow, man. Here, I'll start you
Thank you.
start you off. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Ooh.
that's a beautiful pour.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
right
peat?
off the bat, you get a whole lot of peat.
Oh.
Speaking of peat, what do you get? I get so much smoke, tobacco,
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, some like burnt tobacco.
iodine.
I do get some iodine, yeah.
Like it's like a medicine box that you opened, but there's a whole bunch of smoke in it. That doesn't sound appealing, but trust me, it's good. Just try it.
Diapers.
Our producer Noah says it reminds him of diapers. In a good way or a bad way?
I'm not so sure about that.
Neutral?
I mean, diapers are never good, but,
I don't know.
but it's just, yeah, it reminds me of that. But
Reminds him of diapers. Okay. All right.
All right, let's go.
I get
Okay.
this. Yeah, here, let's dive in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Whoa. Whoa. Ashy.
Actually, wow. Is it just me or did it get better?
I think it got a little better. I mean, whiskeys can oxidize in the bottle if they've been open for a while, and that can change its makeup. I feel like that actually does a benefit to a lot of whiskeys, especially higher proof whiskeys.
Like, this is sweet.
Okay, so peated whiskey, especially Lagavulin, when I get this, I imagine when I was younger, I used to go to this camp, a sleepaway camp for a week, and they would, one night a week, they would have us, like our cabin, hike this mountain, and we'd camp out on top of the mountain. But dude, with no tent.
Wow.
Just our sleeping bag and our pillow on our backs. And then we'd like make a fire. One time I woke up with a black bear like 20 feet away.
Whoa.
I was not scared because I was not the slowest one in the group. That's sad, but it's true. But like, yeah, at like 11 years old, Noah, don't judge me. But yeah, I basically like that smell of in the morning after the campfire had been going all the time. And you wake up in the morning and there's still smoke rising, but there's dew, so it's kind of gotten wet. It's kind of like that wet, smoky thing that I'm getting. And
There's like moisture.
nostalgic as heck for me.
I think you touched upon a really good point. I think enjoying a dram of scotch with your friends is not just about drinking. I would actually not encourage that. But actually, a pretentious, cool thing about this is just, drawing from your memories. I do think that it raises a lot of your past memories or gives you new ideas to try new things. It takes your mind someplace.
Yeah.
in a good way.
And peated Scotch, I feel like, is more divisive than like any other type of whiskey. Like, so if you think, when people think Scotch, sometimes they just think this. They think big smoke in your face. And sometimes that's exactly what you want. Sometimes it's what people like abhor, and everything in between. But I think it brings up memories. It brings up emotion, and that's dope. And that's what you want to share with people. You know, it's like sharing like, you know, like lemons or like warheads with somebody. Like you just want to see their reaction, and they might fall in love, you know, or they might be like, you know, it's always good.
That's exactly what happened. I think a couple of videos ago, I did mention that it was like a strong, peaty Ardbeg Ugadal that got me into Scotch. But that was the thing. There was something about that super strong smoke just hitting you in the face.
Oof.
Something just clicked.
Yeah.
And I immediately transported myself, imagining myself in this, under the stars, by the river, in a forest, camping, catching my own fish,
Oh, I'm getting it.
making my own fire, and just having something like this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a beautiful image.
Now you mentioned Ardbeg. It's funny that you brought that up because although this Lagavulin 8 is roughly $55 in the Chicagoland market, and it's a heavily peated Scotch, you know, 48%. So like it's a heavy hitter. It's not the only one competing in that category. Now I'm going to bring up, boom, Ardbeg Wee Beastie.
Is it safe to say that that's your favorite peated distillery and this is mine?
No.
Okay.
No, there's so much there.
Hey, that's the beauty of being on a journey.
Yes, but I do have to say that was true for a long time.
Okay, I believe you. I knew that you told me that.
Yeah. So we're getting into Ardbeg Wee Beastie, the 5-year-old. I have to give it to them. They're pretty bold for putting a 5 on the label, but I think it really does hold up.
All right, let's go. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So now we have Ardbeg Wee Beastie, which also goes for $55 currently in the Chicagoland market. So two super comparable from the same island. They're no more than like, I've not been to Scotland or to Islay yet. Hopefully that'll happen soon. Hopefully we can do a bro trip together.
That would be great.
Noah, you're all about it.
Three's a crowd.
Yeah. But I from what I understand on a map, these three and Lafroig are super close, like within a mile, like of each other. So these are neighbors and competing for the same market. So
Wow.
Whoa.
Right off the bat,
Tell me.
I feel like the Lagavulin 8 feels more smokier on my nose
Oh,
than the Ardbeg.
it's definitely like pepperier.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ardbeg feels sweeter, smells sweeter.
It does. Well, typical of Ardbeg, it
Oh,
reminds
fire.
me of candied bacon behind a ton of smoke. Right?
Yeah, I love there's like that bacon. I get this like element of like a pig, like on those like roast things that they rotate, you know what I'm trying to say, over the fire like all day, and you're like playing and you like can smell it, the pig roasting in the distance. That's like
Smell it now.
Yeah, awesome.
So I would encourage anybody who's actually hasn't tried peat yet or is a little afraid or hasn't liked any other peated scotches that they've tried, just try this one actually. Ooh. I do think it's a little approachable.
Wait. So are you saying that today you'd prefer the Ardbeg over the Lagavulin 8?
Today.
Oof.
I do think your palate changes every day.
That's true.
There's a lot of factors that contribute. But today, I would pick the Ardbeg.
A and I hosted a whiskey tasting a few years ago, and it was all Scotch. So we did Glenfiddich 12 for the Speyside. We did Abelor 12 for the like sherry version, and then we did the Lagavulin 8 for the peated. And it was crazy because some people were like, "Oh my gosh, it's good!" Like I can't even smell it. Oh my gosh! And then other people were like, "Oh my goodness, this is like incredible." And we had that experience, you know.
Yes.
Like when we were trying it for the first time. And so, although it's not entry, it kind of is for many people. And that's just the crazy thing about Scotch. Why it's fun, and it's also just like thinking about giving somebody say like Warheads or some other Sour Patch or some super sour candy, like some people are gonna be like, and other people are gonna be like, yes, and even if they've never had it before.
It's about the experience.
Yeah, that's the dream.
It's the experience that gets you. So
Yeah, it was great.
how would you rate this on your Dramometer?
Ooh, I'm gonna go Lagavulin 8 first.
You know what? That's a good call.
I'm gonna go Lagavulin 8, and I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 drams. Because it's great, it's solid. I do wish it was sweeter. I do wish it was a little more robust, a little more complex, but it is straightforward, powerful, and delicious.
That's interesting. I'm glad you said that. I feel the same way. To be honest, like I think there's not too much of a difference for me personally. I feel like today I prefer the Ardbeg just a hair more. If I can say, maybe the Lagavulin 8, I would give like a 7.5 Dramometer.
Okay.
And
You like
then
those half
the Wee
points?
Beastie would be 7.7.
Oof.
It's
0.7?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not? Hey, your thing.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. For the Ardbeg, I am going to give it a notch higher. I'm going to go 7.5. I think the Wee Beastie has a lot to offer, and it is a really, really quality for what it is. But I feel like, again, they're both very, very similar.
Yeah.
But I think today I'm also going Wee Beastie.
Yeah.
But that's fire. These are both fire entry-level peat bombs for sure.
All right.
So that's it for this week. We covered a lot of peat. It was awesome. Next week, we're going to have something special for you guys, so stay tuned.
Well, we'll see you next time.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.